That's it. Hit the record button is right. I'm joined here by Damien of Shaughnessey and Shane Woods here. I and the Callinan are champions after the day. Damien, you were the manager of this team. You've been with him all year. You brought him. I just heard somebody saying that this is your second time winning a minor championship for the club.
Yeah, I think myself and TK and PJ Kelly, Thomas McConnelly, Dermot Gannon were involved back in 2008, so I suppose I've kind of been with this group since they were probably 12 or 13, so we've a good 4 or 5 years done. But I suppose, listen, I had a really good management team. The two, Paul Gannon, Paul O'Looney, Christopher Howardy, Eamon Foodie. Listen, there was no stone left unturned. We put in a savage effort as a management team, and listen, the lads, I think we 33 or 4 lads on the panel, and the effort that was put in was sick. Listen, we were dealt a hammer blow when this guy beside me got injured at training, but it took management and players probably 2 or 3 days to kind of digest it. But in fairness, on the last Friday week, we were training in the wet, and Shane Woods unfortunately was on his way up to Galway for a scan, and we had a meeting with the boys in the dressing room, and they promised to a man that they'd up it for him. So listen, I'm disappointed that Shane wasn't on the field with us, but he's as happy as any man today, and he'll still get the same medal as the boys, okay? Marc!
Absolutely. Shane, you had a tremendous year. You were full back, you played for county, inter-county hurler. Unfortunately, you got that knee injury there. I see your knee's bandaged up there. It was a terrible blow for you personally, and for the club it was a huge blow as well, but the lads have come through.
No, the boys stepped up 100%. They said to me last weekend, myself, Matthew Brody, have injured. We're only out now for a while, but the boys said to a man, they said they'd do it for us, and they dug deep there into extra time. They were on their backs. I couldn't thank them enough. And just some day for the club, and hopefully we can do it again now next weekend.
What's the prognosis with your knee? Do you mind me asking?
I dislocated my kneecap and did ligaments in my knee, so it's not as long as what we thought it would have been for. It's only 8 weeks. Could be worse. So
you'll be back out again in action.
I'll be back. No fear.
Absolutely. Great to see you here, Shane, and great talking to you. There's a man here beside me. I think you were talking about lads winning the game for you. No one more so than Marc here. You wore the number 8 jersey. I didn't know whether you were cornerback or corner forward. You absolutely covered every blade of grass.
Yeah, had to be done for Woody. Had to win it for him.
Yeah.
We fought tooth and nail to win it for him, like so.
Yeah.
We won it out in the end.
Yeah, you did, and he had to fight tooth and nail because they really couldn't do Clooney Quinn brought the game to you.
Yeah.
You went off there after a normal time. They had come back to make a draw of the game. Like, where did you get that energy? I know you must have had more than cornflakes this morning anyway, because
took a lot to dig deep for that now, but thankfully you were in the end.
The next 10 minutes you rattled off 5 pints before in 10 minutes.
We put him to bed there.
Absolutely. You know, at minor level, and Damien, this is a question for you, I suppose. These lads will remember this day forever. Friends in arms, and you know, you spoke to them there about tonight and the celebrations and that. But this will live with these lads for the rest of their life, winning this championship.
Well, I suppose, listen, it's probably one of the better medals you can win, and I suppose Stephen had it drilled into them during the week, like this is where you want to win. You want to win in Cusack Park, and as I said to the guys in Clare FM, I think we finished with 10 under 15s, and I suppose they lost the bridge by a point. They lost the Féile final, so there was a big emphasis on James Hago, Fred Hagerty, Neil Hagerty, all these guys, Conor Rain, Garrod, just winning that championship medal, and it would have been some sickener if they didn't get the result today, losing 3 finals. So I'm especially delighted for the 15s that are on our panel, and I think it was 10 we finished with Neil and Jack Cullinan and Alex. I'd say at least 10.
Unbelievable. They got a lot of hurt, but it shows true character when you can be beaten a few times. You know, they got beaten in the football match as well, and when you can be beaten like that, it shows the character to come back and say, no, I'm a winner. And that's what these 2 lads here and the rest of the team have done.
Exactly, and I suppose we'll hold our hands up and say our 50-minute performance was probably the worst of the year, but like, I think Sean and Marc and James Cullen done a superb job there, and Jack O'Neill for the last, I'd say, 40 minutes, and it's our big boys stood up, so absolutely. I'm especially delighted for them. It was their last year to win a minor, and they all did, like, so listen.
Yeah, it doesn't get too much better. we're a week away from a senior final. You know, these lads have really done so much for the seniors now to know how you can win a county final. That's sometimes I was going against you at periods of it, for long periods of it, but the character showed in the end.
Yeah, they have, and in fairness, I suppose it can work both ways, because we were training Sunday morning and we were working off the energy our senior team brought against Éireog, and we said keep the circle tight. I know there's a bit of a build up with the county final. It was just about, as I said, keeping the circle tight and getting a performance that was worthy enough of winning a county final, which we did. And I know Eugene and the lads are training now in Aina this evening, and it'll probably work for them. Listen, we'll feed off the minor lads' energy, and listen, I suppose battle number 2 now in a week, and all the boys, I think they have the yellow wall set up for behind the goal, so we'll rock on next Sunday.
Yeah. Marc, you must be tired. You'll probably go home and go to bed now, will you?
Well, no, there's some celebration online, so.
He's a bit of farming to do as well.
Yeah. And will you keep an eye on this man there? He's a sore knee as well.
Relax.
Lads, you're a credit to our club and you're a credit to your family, and you know, it's a very special day, like, and for the likes of old fogies like me, to be sitting up in the stand, you nearly give me a heart attack a few times, but it's such a pleasure to watch such great talent coming through in our club, and there's none better than the two of you lads. Thanks very much for that.